Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Then we have Buchstabenzwerge. Obviously, that wasn't translated to English very well. It's called Letter Dwarves in English. This one is got some really cute components. I mean, the components are out of this world. That's really nice. This is one of the few hobby games I don't care for that much. So this one's going to help teach about letters and letters placements in words, okay? And we're going to be identifying how to spell words, what letters come next in the alphabet, the connection of items on a picture, so like musical items might be there. What letter might that start with? There is a game here where you have to use certain letters. I think this makes it more difficult. Otherwise, it's okay. It's not one of my favorite ones. I think I might go ahead and purge this one. My kids are probably at the appropriate age, but I don't tend to like this one very much. Maybe I'll let my wife use it. You know, maybe if you want to use this to teach, that'd be fine. But for me, I don't particularly like this one that much. I don't know what is about it. I think it's just the weird use of the letters. I kind of like the Super Y learning game a little bit better than this one. Maybe it's good to have two around. Maybe I'll keep it around for that. But this is not my go-to one at all. I would go to the Super Y ABC letter game before I would do this one. Just mine. And I really like hobby games. I have plenty of them. You're going to be seeing a lot of reviews of hobby games, but this one is just not one for me. So this one will be a purge for me. Buchstabenzwerge, Letter Dwarves. Okay, the composer of Buchstabenzwerge, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. You're going to see this kind of a little bit of a gnome theme to it. You can see here the little fantasy things. You got a fairy coming out. It's going to attract a lot of children to this. This artwork is just very, very good. Once again, as normally with hobby games, you're going to have a big box, but you have a boy and a girl represented, which is so important. Those of you that have children, you know, to have both. So I want to set these aside. These are the tiles you'll be playing with. They're very big, very, very, very thick. Some of the nicest tiles I've ever seen. The artwork is cute. These things are just fantastic. I mean, these are better quality than what you see in most games. You're going to get a draw bag. And that draw bag is going to have numbers on them. Or letters, rather. And you can see the back side is just very colorful with all the letters on it. You're going to have a board that the players will be moving around in. It's very colorful. It's got a good track on it. You got the fairy that's very enlightening. And a place for this. And this is just this is really a learning game for kids to learn their letters and how words move together. And this is just a reminder of the letters in the alphabet. That's super important for the kids. You're going to get a lot of these tiles. There's just a ton of them in the game. And here are some of the little small bits and components you're going to get. You're going to get these little gnomes. They're so cool. We're going to get one in each color. They're just really, really neat. I don't know whose idea this was, but it is fantastic. You're going to get a wooden die, smaller than what you get in a lot of hobby games. This game's getting a little bit older, so the dice is getting a little bit normal size, and these will represent the coins that you will get. The components are just fantastic. I love the gnomes. I love everything in this. This is so different what you're used to with children mass market games. I found the rules for this one to be a little confusing. It's okay. I played a lot of these children games. I find it hard to explain to my children. I find it hard for my children to play this on their own correctly. The game box does say 6 to 10. So it's still, my daughter's just now getting to the age of this game. But it's not one that I particularly like. I think at 6, I want her playing different games. But It's still introducing the learning, which I like in the rule set. Not my favorite rule set. Starts, these gnomes will be out, you'll roll the die, and you'll move your guy down the track. You can move either way. When the game starts, you'll have these letters out. They'll be on these barrels, and when you use one, you take it off and you draw another one. When you land on the gold, you just take a gold piece, okay? If you land on this, what you're looking for is to utilize these letters. And you might say, what's a letter that's, depending on the, I play it where it depends on what age kid is, what is a common letter in all of these, you know, triangle is an A in all of these. Or maybe just what letter up here would represent one of the letters here. So xylophone, snare, drum, saxophone, triangle, might be a difficult one. But like you have something like this, it says like house, and then you could use the H that's up there, and that would give you 2 coins, let's say. You have this one with a fairy where you have to name what these are. Dog, cat. That one's not too difficult. What letter is missing here? The U. So that's interesting. So you're just piecing these words together for the children. What's a letter or word for maybe what word this would be? And the kids might say fish. Well, what letters does it start with? F. So that can be fairly good. Toys with T might be something you'd be looking for. So it's moving around this board trying to get a number of coins until you win the game. It's not meant to be really difficult, but my kids struggle with playing this one correctly. It seems very abstract. Animals, camel, zebra. You just have to be pretty lenient with what you're going to allow the answers to be and not be a stickler for that, which is probably pretty normal for the kids. Otherwise, I mean, it's super cute. It's very attractive for children. These barrels can make it pretty hard. I tend to play with just any letter is fine. That works. But you get a bonus if you play with these. And that works for our family. This isn't one of my favorite ones. I tend to find this one difficult because you can be hamstrung with the letters, but otherwise this could be a good one to teach them. Who should buy this game? Parents looking to add a little education in with their games. I think some schoolrooms could really benefit from having this game. I think if you're homeschooling, this is a really good game to introduce and fun, but you're learning about the letters and things. I don't particularly think the game is strong or fun for the age group. I think that this is a little bit more learning and a little bit less game, which is fine, but I like the games that have 50-50 maybe, or a little bit more game and a little bit less learning, or the learning is a little bit more hidden. I think with the younger kids, I think you can get away with it because they're more excited to learn. I think as you get older, you got to hide it a little bit. I'm not sure it's going to hide it as well. Try this one out, or I recommend the Super Y ABC game. I like that one quite a bit. But Buchstabenzwerge, Letter Dwarf. It's going to be a purge for me.